Sup? Sup?
Oh, that was like a Saiyaman, what the fuck? Now you do that, your power level should go off. Make a new DBZ and let us play the same story for 10 years. Yeah. That's definitely true. That every time a new game, that's why I stopped with Budokai Tenkaichi. Because I got tired, you know. First, I think it was a board game. You rolled dice. You had to see how far you advance, and then depending on how far you advance, you'd fight Cybermen or Cell Juniors, and then you finally made it to the boss. Or certain areas you landed on gave you special events or a special power up, and then they moved into a more of a flying around with the Dragon Radar to find stuff. It's just like, give me a new storyline. But the only thing that I hated about Battle of Gods was how Goku just went skinny in God form, and then he just looked like he was in fucking Kaioken with the red flare around him.
Hey!
He went to the menu screen just to have a fight. Yeah, the problem with that, the enemies only have like one health bar, so it's like over so damn quickly, and you can only play as Goku. Yes, by the way, if you didn't realize it, I did make a Superman character. I think I did play Burst Limit. I think I rented it. Black when Blockbuster Video was still around. I'm like, there would have been so much they could have did with his character. You know, they wanted to get rid of Super Saiyan 4. Okay. You could have, like, had his, like, fucking hair change a different color. You could have had him, you know, maybe not get bigger, but maybe some aspects of his personality changed a little. You could have had him become more aggressive instead of so well-centered. Maybe lose control since he was a god. You know, I'd say if he had a sword, you could do what they did with Bleach and just have the sword change, or, you know, go into a different technique, but a little bit different for Dragon Ball. Yeah, I mean, they had, now one thing I hope they do with Super Saiyan God, I hope there's like a Super Saiyan God 2, Super Saiyan God 3, to give him, you know, something else to strive for. And the only other thing that the movie pissed me off about, none of the sub-characters, Krillin hardly had anything to do, Yamcha and Tien didn't really say shit. Chaozu was just there, he didn't even make a sound, I don't think. Piccolo didn't really even have much to say and rarely fought. I would like them to unpussify Gohan, because human and Saiyan blood is supposed to be the best combination for a warrior in the universe, and yet after the Cell Saga, they just pussified him. No, you can actually place Dragon Balls on here. Maybe you can make a wish.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
I would love to be a video game developer, because not just for this game, but there are so many different ideas for games that I have that I'll think of the idea, and then 5 or 10 years later it becomes reality. Like right now, on the Xbox One. The Kinect, people hate on it, people misjudge it, people rarely use it. I use it about 90% of the time I'll say, broadcast or go to YouTube. Works almost flawlessly. I'm thinking to myself, how cool would it be for the Kinect to sit there and take your real facial features. You don't have to use your actual face, but take your actual facial features in a game like this in real time. Have your character do the gesture or talk as you're talking. Instead of just hearing a voice, you actually see a face. Or, in a game like Dragon Ball Z, you'll do this to power up, and it will kind of sense how angry you are with your face expressions or something, and it will judge your power level. Shit like that. That would be innovative. Yeah, not only that, but Gohan is so self-doubting. He doubts himself so much, and Ultimate Gohan seems like a pushover to Gohan from the Cell Saga, the Gohan Super Saiyan 2, Teenage Gohan. Saiyaman's a joke. Adult Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is a joke, and the Gohan that trained with King Kai he did all this stuff, but he was still weak compared to Super Saiyan 2. Let him go Super Saiyan 3. Exactly. The developers don't care. Like, I played Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was a great game. What they did with Kinect, I played it on hard the first time, and I beat it. And the way it had you in a locker, and you could move around with Kinect and look around to see where the where the xenomorph was, and go in and go out. And then also, if I talked, the Kinect would pick it up, and the zombie would hear me. Not the zombie, the xenomorph would hear me, and I would be like talking to my followers and my viewers, and they would get me killed because one, I would talk to them, and two, my notification alerts would give away my position to the damn alien. So that just doing that was amazing. And that's why you see games that are 4 or 5 hours long, like The Order 1886. All I've been hearing, it's a good game, but it's like 4 or 5 hours. Maybe 7 or 8 if you take your time. A double Blu-ray disc, dual layer, is 50 gigs. And not a lot of developers or studios are going to fill up the entire disc with relative information. They're just going to, do uncompressed audio files to fill it up. There have been some games that, if it's full, but yet the game's 18 gigs or it's 22 gigs. And that's why I have a modest PC now, but I didn't have a PC for the longest time. And you see a lot of PC game releases that are just as big as console games or bigger, and they're $20 or they're $25, where you can play the game 6 months before it's out. I hate, like, I am a fan of all gaming. I just haven't had a PlayStation since the PS2. Not because I dislike Sony. It's because for the PS3, there was only 2 games I wanted for it. And 2 games aren't going to justify me spending $400, $500, $600. One was Little Big Planet, and the second one was DC Universe Online. And, I'm not going to spend that kind of money just for 2 games. I'm not a big fan of Drake's Fortune, or the one game with Kratos. I'm more of a Gears of War, Halo, State of Decay, exclusive kind of guy. Mass Effect. But then there are people like the group from IGN, Machinima. They will sit there and have a running joke about the Xbox not working when you say tell it to turn on or tell it to turn off. And for a while I thought they were being serious, but in the last couple months it's just satire. I think one, they don't have the damn thing plugged in, or they don't have the voice controls enabled in the settings. No, I've seen it get played, and nothing against it. It's not my type of game. I'm more of a few things in video games I hate. Quick time events, which I just finished Tomb Raider, the Definitive Collection, and I hated the very end where you didn't even get to fight the main boss. You just did a quick time event and you beat it. God of War, when you have the chains and everything, it feels to me that you're detached from the actual action. Certain first-person shooters are like that for me too. First-person shooters that don't feel the impact of the bullet. The impact of the bullet is disconnected from the actual player. It doesn't give you the good impact. Laugh out, dude. Don't die and don't pick that game up. What game is that? Sorry, I was talking about so much. Are you talking about The Order 1886? Alright. Let's end game. Oh shit, characters, like it won't even let me create a new character. Ah, what the hell? Oh, God of War. Shit, man, I can't even, like, select a new character. That was open before, I thought. I want to play, I want to play, I want to play.
Sir.
If you want to, I appreciate you just hanging out with me tonight. Who knows, maybe I just have to reset the game and it will work eventually. If I'm just in here, maybe it won't. But if you want to, follow me on Twitter at the very bottom of the page, and follow me on YouTube. I haven't made any YouTube videos in the last week and so, just because work's just been so stressful and the shit with my car has been stressful. But if you want to do that to keep up with when I go live on my streams and what type of games I'll be picking up in the future, if you wouldn't mind hitting the follow buttons, that would be much appreciated, buddy. Okay, someone's playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse on my Twitch. I just looked forward to see what was happening. Maybe they got it to play.